fast retrieve or slow the lure down and clip the tops of submerged weeds in mid-depth levels. You can also fish in deep water with a rip jigging retrieve. With both spinning or casting rods, realize that these lures can be short line zip trolled in back of the boat, sometimes with startling effectiveness. In fact, it's one of those little known or overlooked systems that can load the boat. In spite of its treble hooks, the Rattlin Rapala is surprisingly snag-free. Because of its nose-down attitude, the lure can shake weeds, glance off rocks, and bounce off stumps with a minimum of hang-ups. And you don't have to worry about knocking the lure out of tune. Simply slap it on the water to free it up of grass and moss.
The obvious question is where and when does this bait work the best? The answer is on big, expansive flats. Flats, no matter where you find them, are underwater food shelves for all kinds of fish on all bodies of water. In the northern natural lakes, it might be a weedy flat. In southern reservoirs, it's a stump flat. In rivers, fast water running over shallow rocks are the spots to rattle them up. On this sharp rock bluff, there's some fish suspended down about 15 foot. I'm going to use the countdown method with this rattling rap to count this bait down to approximately 15 foot before I begin my retrieve, where the bait will come back right through the fish. When it comes to color selection, Rapala realizes that color follows personality. All these color patterns are bright, brashy, and flashy. Everything is designed to call attention to the lure. There does, however, appear to be localized color preferences. For example, on Toledo Bend and Sam Rayburn reservoirs in Texas, Rapala's red crawdad is the overwhelming favorite for largemouth bass in the springtime. While on the Canadian border waters, the fire tiger pattern is the hands-down favorite for smallmouth bass. Traditional fish-producing colors for rattle baits are metallic silver and gold, and the new Rapala holographic series brings a new dimension to the word flash. And so it goes. Each different area, depending upon species of fish, body of water, and prevalent prey, will produce its own special color pattern bias, which incidentally usually comes about by lots of trial and error. When using these heavier rattle baits, like in a 1/2 and 3/4 ounce, I prefer a 6.5 to 7 foot medium heavy action rod because it gives you a lot of backbone and a fast tip, equipped with a high-speed reel and 17 to 20 pound test Rapala tough line. Down south on most of our reservoirs, we always have a rattling rap tied on in case we come across schooling bass, because you can throw this baby a country mile. As a rule of thumb for the smaller size Rattlin Rapalas like the 3/16 and 3/8 ounce, which work well for trout or white bass, a medium action 6 to 6.5 foot spinning rod spooled with 10 to 12 pound test line will work good in most situations. A Rattlin Rapala is one of those lures that work for a wide variety of fish species. All bass love it. Northern pike and muskie do too. Trout, white bass, stripers, even walleyes, you name it, and this lure at the right time, in the right place, can catch them, and catch them big time.